Hi, Sagittarius. What does your soul need to know in February 2026? What psychic predictions and messages does your spirit guides, your higher self, and my spirit guides have for you this month of February? Please be sure to watch your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign, and your cusp sign if you're born on the cusp to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in February and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for February 2026. The first card you have in your reading, Sagittarius, is the Ten of Cups. This is happily ever after. Happy home, happy family, feeling good emotionally. You could be having good luck with your emotions. Um, Everybody, if you have a family, everybody could be happy. There could be a lot of abundance. You may be going through a lot of ups and downs or thoughts about your family, the family you created, or your family of origin, either one. You could be really mulling them over, thinking a lot about different family members. Your emotions could be tied up in it. Again, this could be a family you created, and it could be your own kids and significant other and your own kids, or it could be within the family you were raised, but it could be both. You may feel like you want to take them places. You may want to go on trips, or maybe if they're not in your area, you want to take a trip to go see them. Or if they're in your area, you may suggest, hey, let's all go on a trip together. You could get involved in a new project that could really stimulate your creativity, enjoyment, happiness for your family. You could be doing it with your family. This could also be something that would draw money and finances and abundance to you. If you've been thinking of moving or buying a house, this could be a month where you put in an offer. You could put a bid in for a property. This could also be a month where Sagittarians are going through old memorabilia that has to do with family. This could be like going through old boxes and memory books and photo albums and trunks full of, old things. You could be going through those types of things this month and reminiscing, or maybe even learning things about relatives from your past that you didn't even know. You could be inspired to build something big for your family. Maybe you're going to build a home. Maybe you're going to build a vacation home, or build something like a deck, a pool, uh, I don't know, something that your family could use. You may be wanting to build something like that. This could also indicate you building something for your family that would be like a video of your family's history, or some kind of display that you're going to put on the wall that has, like a family tree with like ancestral family in different positions on the tree. It could be something like that. You could get more money. You could get money from your family. It could be receiving a gift of cash, an inheritance. But if you have to charge your family, like maybe you have a situation where you're somebody's living with you, or you have multiple people living with you, maybe you have to increase, like if they pay you rent or they give you money to help you towards their bills, towards the household bills, you may be increasing the amounts with them because, let's face it, things keep going up. So the next card in your reading is the King of Swords. This is an air sign person. Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you, Sagittarius, if you have a sun, moon, or rising sign that is an air sign. This could be a notable person. For some of you, this could be somebody you've known for a long time. They could be a position of authority. They could be acting like a diplomat. This could be a lawyer, a judge, or somebody within, close to you in a business you own or in a family situation that could be stepping up and acting like they're being diplomatic and authoritative in some manner in your life. They could ask you to do work for them. You could ask them to do work for you. This could be somebody that gets called in to reassess and reevaluate a property or things of value or a lawsuit or something legal or documents going on. This could be somebody that or it could be maybe you're building something in your property and you need to get different quotes, like how much would it cost to build this or fix that or replace this. And this could be one of the people that you call in. Or it could be a person that you feel like they've got good judgment and knowledge. They could be doing the reassessing or evaluating these people that you're asking to hire. That you're trying to decide, who do I hire here? This King of Swords could be the one that's got a lot of knowledge and experience and authority that could help you decide. Because I do feel like they are somebody that's noteworthy. Like, I don't feel like this is just some ho-hum humdrum person. This is somebody that has clout, has authority. You may feel that maybe you look at them like they have a big ego. Maybe they're a little bit ego driven. For some of you may look at them like that. Yeah, I keep getting like, I feel like you have to make a choice or decision, and this air sign person is going to help you do that. It could be a friend to you. If you have been thinking of starting a business and you want to have a partner, this King of Swords could be a business partner, maybe even a silent business partner, or somebody that backs you financially and just let you run it, but they are still a partner to you in some way. For some of you Sagittarians, this could be the case. I do feel like you feel compatible with them, like your energies sync up. You jive with them really well. It could be a love partner, but it's not feeling like love to me. This feels more like somebody who's a boss or has some kind of authority or clout. They're knowledgeable about what they do. You're either hiring them or they're hiring you, or they are evaluating something to help you out and you have to make some kind of decision, and they're going to help you pick which person to hire, or they could be a business partner to you. That's what it feels like when the court cards come up, the people cards, they're always the most difficult to read in a general reading. The next card you have, Sagittarius, is the Sun. This is returning to the joys and exuberance of childhood happiness. This card can mean the spotlight being on you, success in the material world. Sometimes the Sun can mean love. It can also sometimes indicate the birth of a child. I feel like you're getting your ducks in a row. You're getting something organized or in order. It could be a production, something you want to do that you're putting out there on video or audio, or so, like maybe you're going to start your own website and you have to get, there's a lot of components to get a website in order. You could make more money through a friend that could be somebody that's saying, hey, there's a sideline job over here, or hey, there's a company looking for somebody with your talents, and they recommend you or refer you or give you the tip. So there could be somebody that helps you out and gives you insight on how you can make more money. Like I said, or maybe they're going to look at you and say, a friend is going to say, you got a lot of talents and skills in this particular area. You should start a sideline business or company doing that. So they could give you that kind of inspiration. If you go to any events or parties or gatherings in February, I feel like you make a big splash. Like people are going to be talking to you, interested in you. They may think you're very funny and entertaining and witty. You could be quite popular at this gathering. It would be a great month for you to show and demonstrate your skills. And if there's any competition where you need to be competitive in your skills or whatever you're doing against other people doing the same thing, you may really stand out and shine in any competitive sense. If there is something you're involved in where you need to be selected for a part in a play, for a TV commercial, for a new job, for a higher position in a company you work for, and there's like a line of people interested in this, you are going to be the one that gets selected. This is a month where you may feel really inspired and have a lot of high hopes for your future and for the future, maybe for the world as well. And if you're interested in getting any of the special video series I record for Vimeo and my Patreon shop, my most recent videos are the eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius, February 17th, 2026, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. You may want to get your sun sign and your rising sign, or whatever signs normally resonate with you, on my YouTube and Rumble videos. Also, if you're interested about information on your love life, you might want to get my big love readings for 2026 for singles and couples for each sign of the zodiac. Some people have written me and said that their Venus sign resonates with them in these videos. So you may want to consider getting your sun sign and your Venus sign, or whatever normally resonates with you, on my YouTube and Rumble readings. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for February 2026 for each sign of the zodiac are available. These are a continuation and an expansion of the psychic tarot readings that I'm doing right now on YouTube and Rumble. So if you want more messages from my spirit guides for this month of February, I recommend you getting my crystal readings. These videos are for sale on Vimeo and on my Patreon shop. Those links are down below in the description box in the Show More section, and they're also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. The next card in your reading, Sagittarius, is the Eight of Rods, and this is a card that symbolizes news and communications coming to you swiftly. This could also indicate swift and sudden change or long distance travel. This can also mean the arrows of love could be coming at you. I feel like some of you Sagittarians are gathering up a lot of information and you're doing something with this information. Now, it could be like you're gathering up information about, I can't think of the name of what it's called, um, like places to buy in the area, or when if you're going to list a home, they run some comps on the sales in your area. You could be gathering up all those comp informations, and it can give you a better idea of what to sell your property for, what you can expect if you're trying to buy a property. This could also be gathering information if you want to build one, like what do these builders charge? What do these builders charge? What is the land prices here? What is the land prices there? So you could be gathering all this kind of information to do something with buying or selling or building a home. It could also be gathering some kind of information that you want to create a video, write a novel, or maybe even start a blog or write a story or an article. So you could be gathering information for something you're going to write. Some of you are going to hear through the grapevine. A lot of changes are coming, and this could be within a company or business you work for, or it could be within your family, something going on within your family. And you could hear through the grapevine, a lot of changes are coming. Family members could be moving, having a child, getting married. It could also be hear through the grapevine about a company you work for. The bosses are changing positions. A son is taking over for the father. A new company is coming in and buying the company. Like that kind of energy could be around the place where you work, but you could be hearing these things through the grapevine. You could be kind of concerned that you have some kind of stable some kind of stability or foundation that feels more solid and stable for your future. And you may want to really vet this information and be 100% sure before you put your foot firmly on that ground in a particular direction that you feel inspired to take. Like, really evaluate this information that's going to come to you. Reassess it, research it, reevaluate it, think it over. Like, don't just take whatever you hear like as verbatim right off the bat. You got to give it a little time before, I'm trying to warn you against impulsive decision making based on what you hear through the grapevine. You got to let the dust settle, let a little time pass before you make any firm step forward. And I feel like you're going to have to take into account everybody involved around you. Like, I see you taking things into account. Like, you have to be sure of, is it going to be best for this one, for that one? Like, you're not just going to be making any big decisions just about what's good for you. You are going to be considering other people around you as well. So the last tarot card in your reading is the Hanged Man, and this is a card that symbolizes being in limbo, not moving forward, not moving backward, being in a state of suspended animation and having to draw very strongly from your own psychic ability and your own intuition when the Hanged Man shows up. You could, sometimes the Hanged Man means you're waiting for something. You may be going out on a limb and having to direct people in certain ways, but you could feel hesitant or like you're waiting to do that. So you could be directing your kids, start packing those boxes, kids, or hey, start put your files and your work stuff in boxes because they're going to change this office. Like you may, or whatever position you're in, you may need to direct people, but you may be waiting for some reason before you start doing it. But I do get you directing people. And I do really feel it has to do with moving, packing boxes, or like if jobs are changing in a company, like, telling people, okay, well, this is what we're doing now. And now we have to move our offices or change, cubicles or whatever. You're going to be directing them, but I feel like you're waiting right now. You may also find out that you get some kind of position of power or more power and authority given to you. But if you work for another business or company, they may say to you, but you have to wait. They may tell you you have to wait for some milestone or something to shift and change for it to happen. So you could get promised a position of authority. Maybe you're going to get made manager, supervisor, CEO, boss, president, head of something. Uh, but they may say, but you can't do it yet. It's happening. Maybe it's going to happen more at the end of February or in the month of March or April. You may be doing a lot of evaluating of how you feel about things. There could be changes afoot here. Again, what I said in the 8 of Rods card, and you may want to like give it a minute. You know, you may feel like I gotta pause here and see, take your own temperature of how you feel. You know, feelings can change. You know, when they always say sleep on it. Well, you should sleep on it and maybe sleep on it for a week or so. Like you got to really mull some things over here. I also hear that there's adjustments or things that are changing that are in the offing. They're coming, but they're not here yet. So wherever the changes are occurring, whether it's your living situation, your family, your home life, or if it's happening at work, in a company or business you work for, or in one maybe that you own, there's some sense of waiting. Like, but it is going to happen. These aren't just like hearsay. They're in the offing. They are coming. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Sagittarians to work with, use, and wear in the month of February 2026, you got bloodstone. And bloodstone is a very good grounding stone. It is strong with purifying properties. It heightens intuition and creativity. Bloodstone wards off negative energy. It stimulates dreaming, and it is a revitalizing stone. It's a protective stone, and it encourages selflessness and idealism. Bloodstone strengthens the immune system, and it detoxes the liver, intestines, kidneys, spleen, and bladder. It invigorates the blood and energizes life. It's going to make you feel more upbeat. It's also a stone like where you need to act professional, carry bloodstone, wear bloodstone. It's going to make you really accentuate your professionalism in any kind of business deals or negotiations or anything you have going on. If you tend to be shy, bloodstone in February will help you overcome shyness. Maybe it would help you overcome shyness all the time. I don't know. I'm looking at February here. It's going to alleviate and ease the sense of feeling pressure and burdens on you. It's going to like lift off pressure and burdens if you carry it and wear it. So if you're like particularly tense or worried about changes that are coming up for your family or for you personally or professionally, like carrying bloodstone is going to really alleviate tension and pressure for you. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help this channel grow. And if you're interested in any of the special videos I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop. I've created a list you can read here on this slide. They are also linked below this video in the description box and on my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. So I hope you all have an absolutely amazing month of February, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.